Sega Genesis Classics. Taking a sip of my beverage. I bought well, first of all, let me say good evening from Singapore. It is 8:33 p.m. This will probably be a very short stream. February 8th of 2026. I was playing Code Vein 2 earlier. And during some talking at that time, or some rambling rather, I was thinking about the Phantasy Star games. Or no, not during that. It was during my time playing Final Fantasy VI earlier, which has also been uploaded here on YouTube. And I was talking about how that game, Final Fantasy VI, aka Final Fantasy III, as I prefer to call it, because that's how it was when I played it, um, took me like a year to beat. I bought it in early autumn of 1994 when I was a freshman in college and didn't beat it until um, around the summer or just before the summer of 1995. And I was talking about, being busy and stuff at that time. And I think one of the reasons that I did not beat the game was because Phantasy Star came out in the United States in February of 95. And I believe I got the game not long after it came out. And so I probably played the hell out of that game. Because Phantasy Star is actually my favorite of the role-playing games of the 8-bit and 16-bit era. I love the original Phantasy Star on Sega. Phantasy Star 2 is, I think, a wonderfully flawed uh, but brilliant game, which still to this day I think has um, maybe behind Near Automata my favorite video game ending. So I know, and I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. I love the ending to that game. And Phantasy Star 3 is kind of, meh, it's not a bad game, but it's not great. It was the first game that I played with multiple endings. And of course, Phantasy Star 4, widely considered the best in that original series. I I would probably agree. Hello, I'm just giving a little bit of background on my thoughts on Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, good grief. See, that's what happens when you play Final Fantasy earlier today. Just giving my thoughts on Phantasy Star 4. I do consider it the best of the series, but it is not my favorite. Um, Phantasy Stars 1 and 2 are probably my favorites equally for different reasons. So this Sega collection I love. I love the details of the room. I like when you play it at night. You can hear crickets. I lived in the suburbs at that time, a little bit out in the country. Not the country really, but I could hear crickets at night. That is something I miss. Living here in Singapore, that is not what I hear, but when I do go back to the US and visit my parents, who live out on a dirt road, actually, boy, do I hear crickets. So I like it. I like how everything is set up here. My room was not this lame when I was younger. Certainly, I at least bothered to hang up my telephone. Because how else am I going to wait for all the ladies to call me? So let's choose our game. I like that the clock on the wall reflects your actual time. So this is the time in Singapore right now. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're about a week out before the Lunar New Year holiday, or as we call it here, the Chinese New Year holiday. So, I wish there were more games here in this collection. Maybe I'll play some Golden Axe. You know what I would really like to have is Thunder Force 2. Um, there's Sword of Vermilion, which was a game that I really enjoyed playing um, in the fall of 1990. There's no Strider here, which is too bad. Although I do still have a cartridge of Strider, but it's in storage in the United States. And we've got the games that we're going to play. I might do Phantasy Star 3 at some point. Um, I've got a couple of accounts here on my PS5, so I don't know if I've been playing on this one. So let's load it up. Oh, okay. I'm going to skip over this. Okay, so it looks like I do have some stuff. I don't want to erase data. Let's take a quick look. So, looks like I did start a game some time ago. Um, and I think what I'll do, I'm going to start a new game. And I'm probably going to have to, I can't remember if I can remap the buttons or not, but I know that one of the things when I was playing this originally, I kept investigating something and Alyss would yell at me saying, stop doing that. So anyway, but I'll figure that out later. This is going to be short tonight, maybe just like 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, just to kind of get back into the game, get used to some things. And I'll be playing this on and off as the year goes on. Um, we'll see if we can finish it before the end of 2026. It's really just going to depend on what. See, already I need to change my configuration. Okay, there we go. Batavia Academy. I liked Phantasy Stars 1, 2, and 4 had a really nice progression of the story. Good music in this game too. But I still prefer. Is this gonna move? Okay. I still prefer the music in Phantasy Star 2, especially when you get to Desirus or Dezo or Desolus, whichever you want to call it. I tend to call it Desirus because that's what it was called in Phantasy Star 1. Well, you big dummy. So, let's just get caught up on all the monsters and stuff. There's Alyss. She's kind of a bitch, but it's all good. This was the first game that I ever played that had the macro systems, and I think that's one of the really cool things about it. I don't remember what any of the macros are, so I'll probably need to look them up at some point. And of course, the way the story is told here is fantastic. When this game came out, it was crazy expensive. It was more expensive than Final Fantasy III. You can rely on us. How would I know? Clearly I'm guilty. Hold on, my ear is itching. Itchy ear. One of the things I don't like about headphones. I'm moving into a new apartment in June. And when I do that, I'm going to set up my PC so that I can do some streaming from it. Right now, my apartment is just not really conducive to that sort of thing. What a view! Too bad we can't see. 3 planets, but during the Great Collapse. Yeah, and here it's Parma, instead of Palma, was lost. And only Desolus. So, Palma, P-A-L-M-A, in the first game, and Dezoris, R-I-S, in the first game. And now they're switched. Now, at the time, I was a Midwestern kid. Of course, I had just turned 19. Although I did turn 20 later in 95. But at the time of playing this, I was 19. I did not know anything about Japanese culture. I forget how to save. How do we save? That's how we save. So we'll do this on 3 for now. I wonder if I should turn the... Hold on. Let's... I'm just going to go to options really quick because I might want to... I wonder if multiplayer still works on some of these. Audio settings. Let's maybe turn the volume down a little bit. Just in case, because I want to make sure my beautiful voice can be heard. Somebody sent me a message online. Let me take a quick look. See if it's something I need to see. It is not, although I will respond to it later. From my friend in Thailand who had quite the adventure yesterday. And we'll have quite the adventure tomorrow. She's always having adventures. Okay, cool. Let's get back into it. Oh, I can play it on the TV like this? This is actually kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Although I do think I want to go full screen. I might play it like this a little bit later. This is kind of cute. I like that. I've owned this game, I don't, or you know, this collection of games, I don't know how many years, and it's the first time I've ever noticed that. Okay. But as I was saying, Dr. Lubitz was from the first game, I think. I think he was the guy that built the spaceship for us. Yeah. And then I think Han here, I think that's his name. Yeah. Earth Valley, I like that name. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. I'll try not to go so fast just in case people actually want to read it. Okay. I just want to see if there's anything over here that I can't remember. Got a bunch of old dudes. Let's first of all, I think it would probably be a good idea to buy some weapons if I can. They would let me leave. Are there no weapons here? Maybe not, because it's a college town. Well, I will need some supplies, I think, so I'm going to buy some of these. Oh, and I have to buy everything at once. Or, not at once, but a couple at a time. This is how we did it back in the day, baby. Alright. I don't know what it is. This happened to me earlier today when I was playing Final Fantasy. I just started to get really sleepy. So I'll be going in and out of here a lot to save because let's look at, yeah, so 53, Chaz has 25, Han has 21. I mean, this is back in the day when you started games with low HP. So, I think I'm gonna build, yeah, just Keep it simple. But yeah, going back to something I was saying earlier, I didn't know anything about Japanese culture and the L and R sounds and how they are very similar. Um, so I always wondered, like, why do they keep screwing up the name here? Like, it's because in Phantasy Star II, of course, the names were shortened. It was Mota, Dizo, and Palm. You know, I didn't understand why at the time. Of course, I do now, but because I lived in Japan for 5 years and speak a little bit of Japanese. Phantasy Star 2 has... Oh, can I? I can't remember if you can turn off encounters. I can speed... Oh, I can rewind. Okay. Don't need to speed up here because all the characters in this game walk fast. When you play Phantasy Star 2, those characters walk like molasses. It's really frustrating. You have to do this on that one. Okay, I should be okay for this first one. Okay, now here's another thing. I don't know what Shift or Saner do. I do know Foy. Foy is like, I think, fire. So I'm gonna have to look these up. These are like the skills. Like, I don't know what Gellin is. Let's try it. Okay, no idea. Let's try just an attack. See what vision does. 13. Dexterity is up. Okay, well. Alright. Let's attack. Now, something else I was talking about earlier was how expensive this game was when it first came out. It was, I want to say, and I could be wrong, I'll have to look it up, but I feel like this game was like $70, $80, or $90. It was, and that was 1995 money. I think I asked my dad for money to get this game. I can't remember. Or maybe I put it on a credit card, because I had just gotten a credit card that year. So cold beverage. My swing is too slow. It's the first time I've been in this room. Professor Holt. Anywho, yeah, this game was like just crazy expensive when it came out. Some nice little touches to the music that I'm hearing now for the first time because I'm wearing headphones. Thinking back now, I'm about 90% sure that the reason it took me so long to beat Final Fantasy III is because this game came out. And it took pretty much all of my time to play this game. And the other game I played in 1995, which I think is kind of funny now, my first ever PC game, Phantasmagoria. Which, I don't know. I'm sure I could probably find a way to play it online. I remember thinking it was really cool at the time, but holy crap is it cheesy. And I never made it very far in the game. It had something like, I believe it had at least 6 discs. It might have had more than that. And yeah, here's where she says, "Stop wasting time." What a relief. Mother Brain! Oh, by a fragment of the exploding planet Palma. Our civilization was almost destroyed. I don't remember that. Okay, so there was a fragment. I wonder if that comes into play later. It's been so long since I've played this, I honestly don't remember. I kind of feel like I'm coming at it with fresh eyes. So, I mean, 30 years is a long time. Almost 31 years. If the game came out in February, I would have started playing it, I'm guessing, in March. I bought it at Babbage's. Remember Babbage's? At the Fairfield Commons Mall. Or I should say the mall at Fairfield Commons. Oops, that's where it just came from. Zio. I wonder if we can go back to Paseo. I've often called it Paseo. Well, I think I originally called it Paseo. Um, but if we're going by how it would be pronounced in Japanese, it would be Paseo. Paseo. I want to go back. I want to get some better weapons. Because I think that... Oh, Chaz is dead. Okay, let's go bring him back. I think we can do it by staying at an inn. Okay, good. In the first Phantasy Star, you had to go to a church. In the second one, you had to... these are enemies from the second game. Although, I mean, technically they were in the first game too, but they look the same in this game that they did in the second game, which I thought was a nice touch. Oh. There's no map. What's message? I don't remember what message. Oh. Ah, okay. We can have it come up instantly. Alright, well, northeast it is. One of the things that the first game did that I loved, and no other Phantasy Star game has done, is whenever you'd go into a random battle like this, when you came out of the battle, the music would pick up where it left off instead of starting back over again. And I've always loved that. I thought it was great. And I wish... well, he's gonna die. I wish the other games did this, but they don't. Never had Chaz die so much. Okay. Now, Birth Valley takes a while to do. I do think it would probably take around 30 or 40 minutes. It's a spot where you do need to level up a bit. I remember last time I played this, which is, I don't know how long it was, probably 2 years ago when I started. Han would die constantly. One of the reasons I used to suck at these games when I was younger is because I would run away from battles often. Oh, twice as much here. Okay. That's how these games work, right? Every new town you go to, they jack up the price for the inn. Probably will need a few of these. Need some weapons. Now, again, one of the things that I like, in the first game, Motavia was, or Motabia, if you're Japanese, Motabia would be like kind of a B sound. I don't know what these guys have, so leather cloth. I need to get another boomerang for her. So he already has the leather helmet. He already has this stuff. What does Han have? Okay, nothing here that we need. What we need are weapons. Another boomerang for her. Oh, I should have got the slasher. Shoot. I think I will need the steel sword. She has the hunter's knife, which strikes twice. Yeah, that's one of the things that sucks, again, about these old games is that you don't have like a way to compare. Oh, is this going to improve or not? You know, you don't know. See, it barely makes a dent. And I think he's already got 2 dagger. No, he's just got the dagger. Alright, so let's sell those. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do a quick run into Birth Valley. So they've got a kitchen, they've got a table, no chairs, looks like a chimney. Where do you poop? So yeah, one of the things that I like is Maltavia is kind of dry now. Again, like it was in the original game. But there are still like little remnants of green from the Mother Brain days. Yeah, these are all closed. Alright, let's just do a quick run through here because there's quite a few enemies. And they do get harder. I was gonna go out and relax in the hot tub tonight, but carbon shield. Okay, this puts his defense up a little bit more, which he needs. Lots of random battles. I'll have to see if I can turn this off. I can't remember if you can. I may be wrong. Oh, I got Sue. This sounds so good, this music with the headphones. And I don't think we have Heinous yet, which is... No, we don't. Because that's the one, that's the skill that allows you to leave a dungeon. So that's one of the reasons why we need to be a little bit careful at first. And this is the difference between this collection and Final Fantasy VI. Like, as I'm playing it, there's some quality of life stuff that's in there. This game, as far as I know, does not have any of that. Han's kind of our weakest guy right now, so that's why I'm trying to hook him up. But yeah, I don't think you can turn off enemy encounters in this one. Now again, I could probably be totally wrong. I just need to look it up. But I wish they put macro in the first slot. Chaz, why do you keep missing, bro? Okay. All right. That, I think, will be a good place to end because we go to Mokum and we pick up our Motavian guy. Um, I should really try to start saying Motavian, but it's force of habit, right? That's what I've always grown up saying, and I'm probably going to stick with it, even though I know the Japanese. So I apologize if that drives you crazy, but that's just kind of my thing. So with that in mind, oh, I can change the buttons around. Um, I'll have to figure out which all of these are because it says A, B, and C up here, but I'm on a PlayStation controller, so anywho. Um, yeah, let's look around. There's my bed. Actually, I'm right next to my bed myself. So, according to the clock, it is 9:20. Um, this is as good of time as any to stop, so I can maybe take a quick shower before bed. I've still got some dishes to wash, a couple of things to prepare before going to work tomorrow. So, yeah, I think we've got like at least 4 good games to occupy ourselves, at least up until um, maybe June or so. I started to say until summer, but you know, here in Singapore it's always summer. So I would say June because we're doing Code Vein. I'm doing my succubus run in Baldur's Gate 3. Um, Plus, I'm also just I'm haven't even beaten Baldur's Gate 3 on my normal character. I'm in the third act with that. Um, Code Vein I just started playing a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what the other release schedules are. Crimson Desert looks nice, but I don't think I'm going to jump into it right away. I played Black Desert online. That was sort of my first MMO. Played that for about a year or so. Had fun with it, but yeah, I'm just not too interested in Crimson Desert right now. And I do have a bit of a backlog. I've got Soul Hackers 2, which I got like on a super duper sale. Um, I mean, I guess it's just Persona. It's like the Digimon version of Pokemon, I'm guessing. Um, Turn on my AC. It's a little bit toasty in here. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of where we are right now. Anyway, thank you for watching tonight. I'll upload this to YouTube soon, so if you are watching this on YouTube, appreciate it. Hope you have a great day or a great night, wherever you are and whenever you are. Take care out there. Bye bye.